สาวๆนั่นเลยค่ะ Hey Posh
The way the light shines on him, like, oh. So, sorry about the hair, I don't want to talk about it. This is a reaction to KINNPORSCHE, which was suggested to me over on my Instagram actually. So I do have an Instagram, you can follow me if you like. I don't really use it that much, but I'll put the tag thing on the screen. And yeah, I got DM'd with this one a couple of times, and I had heard of it because I follow Jeff Sater, I think that's how you say his surname, and because I like his music, and I saw him post about this, I think like well over a year ago now. And it caught my eye because I didn't realise he was an actor. So I have heard of it, and I'm not entirely sure what it's about, but I think it's action because it's like, I saw a clip of a guy having an apple like shot off his head and it looked sick. So I think it's like action-y, but I am just gonna Google it to see what we're actually in for. Okay, Kin, the second son of a mafia boss, okay, so it's about the mafia, is being hunted by enemies when he's rescued by Porsche, a student working part-time at a pub. Kin offers Porsche a job as his personal bodyguard, leading to a dangerous love. Oh my god, so it's LGBT. Yeah, so it's mafia, it's action, it's LGBT, and it's Thai, I believe. Is it Thai? Made in Thailand, right? I literally can't find. Yeah, it's Thai. Okay, so it's Thai. Yeah, I'm excited. Oh, let's find out actually who wrote it and who directed it. That would probably be useful. Okay, guys, I'm not even gonna try and attempt to pronounce these names because I'm going to destroy the names, and I just don't want to be like, I don't want to be rude by just completely cocking up the names. So I'm gonna just put the names on the screen so you can see who wrote it and who directed it. Okay, so when I'm clicking into like the writers on IMDb, it looks like this might be their debut work because I can't see anything else on their pages. So it looks like this is debut work, which is really exciting. Oh, I just went downstairs to get a cup of tea, and I found that my brother has taken the pasta I made for myself yesterday night to take to work later on. He's taken it to work. Honestly, this one moving out. How dare he? The cheek! Sick of the shit! Okay, so, KINNPORSCHE, let's go.
Mr. Don กำลังรออยู่ข้างในครับ
I don't think I've ever watched a Thai show before. Right off the bat, I like the way it's shot. Like, I think it looks really good. Like this shot, for example, it's a really nice shot, like handheld, kind of personal, introducing our main character, who you've not even seen his face yet, but I like that. So this is our main character, Kin.
Ciao, Kin. Wow, it's good. You are all grown now, huh?
He's got like villain eyebrows though.
Please.
Those brows are thick.
Welcome to ฮัมบาร์ค่ะสาวๆนั่นเลยค่ะ Hey Posh
The way the light shines on him, like, oh.
พิเศษหน่อยพี่จัดการ
So there are two main characters. I think even just by the mise en scène, the mise en scène of the shot. God, that's like that. When I did film studies, my teacher was like the mise en scène of the shot. Essentially everything in frame, if you don't know what that means. Even just by looking at that, you can see the difference and the contrast between our two main characters. Like obviously this shot's very dark. I think I just got dog hair in my tea. This shot's very dark, serious kind of atmosphere with them obviously sat kind of opposite each other. Almost feels like this side versus this side, conveying this sense of conflict, which, you know, guys know I love conflict. Whereas with Porsche's scene, let's just go back a bit to try and find like a wide. Obviously it's very light and colourful. The screen isn't split in the way that it is with Kin. And it's more together and friendly, I guess. So yeah, we're already getting a sense of our two different characters, what sets them apart, and normally it's the things that set them apart that actually bring them together. So how cute.
The casino is making bigger and bigger profit each year. So big that it arouses someone great to start cheating. Do you agree?
Calm down.
นี่ดูไว้ถ้าอยากเป็นตัวท็อปน่ะก็ต้องครบครึ่งแบบนี้
I do like how it's cutting between the two different scenes to show the difference between the two characters. Do you know what I mean? And that kind of contrast.
โคตรเท่อะ
But I also like the fact the music stays the same. So you've got the like tensiony music here, that
I am done.
with their scene, but then that music carries on through to Porsche's scene, so it shows that they are like connected in some way, and that, you know, Porsche's gonna obviously enter this world. So, you know, we're like 6 minutes in and we're already getting a really strong sense of who our characters are, and I really like that.
It's with you, okay? For years. Huh? And he never been disrespectful with me.
People say I'm more like my mom.
Oh shit.
Faremo grossi affari insieme, Mr. King. Bang!
Oh no, that's not like foreshadowing, is it? That he's gonna get shot, that Kin's gonna get shot and die. I swear to God, if this show ends with one of the members of the gay couple dying, or both of them dying, then I'm gonna be pissed off, because I'm so sick of seeing like LGBT shows and films turn into just like complete tragedies. Like, they're always so depressing. I want something like Heartstopper. You know? Can you imagine if this was like, I don't think this is like Heartstopper. But you know, where it's a happy ending and they actually stay together. That's what I want. I don't know. I feel like that might have been foreshadowing something, but we'll see. Is this the people that he just had like a meeting with, that are trying to kill him? Who the fuck are they? Okay. Oh. Okay, like, I was gonna say up until that point that I liked the fighting style, but that moment then, when he threw him, this bit here, that was shocking. Like, there's absolutely no, like, effort put into that whatsoever. Like, he just was like, ugh. Yeah, apart from that, I currently like the way the fighting is done.
เอาเลขบัญชีมึงมา เดี๋ยวกูโอนให้
มึงจะบ้าเหรอ
เอามือถือมึงมา เดี๋ยวกูให้คนมาจัดการ
นี่ครับ ได้เลยโอยซับหน้าดูเหมือนคนโง่เหรอ
พูดง่ายอย่างนี้หน่อย
มึงชื่ออะไร
กูชื่อจอม
Even like the way they're dressed, and I know this isn't, I know these videos are supposed to be focused on the script, and currently I've spoken most about production choices in the sense of like the scene, the what's in like the dressing of the scenes and the way it's been shot and stuff, but the costumes. And you're not supposed to put it, when you're script writing, you're not supposed to say like, oh, this character's wearing this and this character's wearing that, unless it's really significant. Like if they have a certain job, so they're wearing like their uniform or something. But like, this probably wasn't the choice of the scriptwriter, but like even the way they're dressed with him in the suit and Porsche in he's in work attire, but he's also very casual, like jeans, Converse and a shirt, whereas Kin's in like obviously like a full suit. Even that shows the kind of difference between their characters, and what kind of sets them apart and kind of puts across this idea that they're in completely different worlds. And even like the colours, like I think red is a really good colour for like someone who is in like a world of kind of violence. Not that I'm in a world of violence wearing my red shirt, my favourite colour's red, but I think red's a really good choice for those kind of characters, the slightly more like mysterious, dangerous characters, you know, so yeah. So this is like a really easy, simple way to visually tell us some more about the background, the character's background. It is something that's used sort of quite a bit, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. My favourite film, Back to the Future, has a sequence at the beginning where it tells us so much about one of our main characters, about literally like who he is, what he's doing, foreshadows his kind of climax at the end, and we haven't even seen him yet. And it's a really like, that's a really good example of how to like visually introduce a character without even seeing the character, like if you get what I mean. I don't know, I think I've worded that really strangely. Like it's something that happens in quite a lot of films, and it is a really easy way of visually telling the audience about your character.
เกิดอะไรขึ้นอ่ะ
พอนั่งนะ
ไม่ใช่แม่งมาทวงค่าบ้านวะอามาพอดีอ่ะ
ช่วงนี้เช่เปิดเทอมอะเดือค้างส่งมาเป็นหลายงวดไง
Okay, so this is a really great way of telling us as the audience that their parents clearly aren't around, like they've obviously, maybe they've died, I'm assuming they've died, without telling us that they've died, which would be really expositional because all three characters in that situation then know that the parents are clearly dead. So why would any of them say that, if that makes sense? It's like an unnatural thing to say, and therefore a lot of films do it just to like, you know, tell the audience something that we need to know, but it's just really expositional and just gross, like it's really unnatural. Whereas here, instead of one of the characters just saying, well, since mum and dad died, we haven't been able to pay, you know, Porsche's have been having to work and pay the rent or whatever, they're telling us in a way that actually is natural. You know, he's saying that, oh, well, my little brother started in you know, a new semester and I'm having to pay for that instead of the rent. You're gonna assume that their parents aren't around. Do you know what I mean? It's avoiding the exposition and the unnatural dialogue, which is one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, it's one thing that will really put me off a show or a film if I just think it's too on the nose with its dialogue and too unnatural with its dialogue.
กูบ่นไปงั้นแหละไม่เป็นไรกูยังไหว
This is great also because it's clearly showing Porsche's like motivations, the reasons for why he's, you know, doing what he's doing, his job and stuff, is obviously his little brother. I think his name's Che. It's setting that up quite nice and early. You know, we've already had our inciting incident with Kin running into Porsche's workplace, being chased, you know, and all that, and those two meeting. And now we're getting a sense of our characters' like goals and desires, and there's clearly for Porsche's to look out for his little brother, keep a roof over their head, and yeah, that's nice.
มากินข้าวยังผมซื้อก๋วยเตี๋ยวมา
กินก่อนเลยนะกินอย่าแช่มัน
ผมกินแล้วงั้นเดี๋ยวผมไป
I feel like that, sorry, I literally have so much to say. I feel like there was a really good bit of subtext there, purely in the way Porsche looked at his brother. Like, if we go back, I bought some noodles,
กินอย่าแช่มัน
and then his uncle's like, oh, well, you can eat them with Che. And then Porsche gives his brother like a slight glance and then says, I've already eaten. And I think you can tell in the way he looks at him and like, and that kind of, the combination of that with the dialogue, that he hasn't eaten. And obviously he wants his uncle and his little brother to eat first, and he wants them to be taken care of. And that not only shows a lot about Porsche's character and like the way he is and who he is, but it's also subtext, and every scene should have subtext, so yay. See?
ผมกินแล้ว
The look there. And it's also a lot to do with the way the guy plays the part. I don't know the actor's name, but the way he plays the part as well obviously gets across this subtext that it's kind of like, you know, when people say like read between the lines or like read the room. That's definitely a lot to do with the acting as well as the writing, for sure.
เอาว่าขายได้เท่าไหร่
น่าจะได้สักแสนกว่าๆนะแต่มันก็ยังไม่พออยู่ดีไง
โอ้ยอาถ้ามันขายได้ขนาดนั้นจริงนะสบายเดี๋ยวที่เดี๋ยวผมขายเองก็ได้
จะไปหาที่ไหนทันวะไม่ถึงไม่กี่วันแล้วเนี่ย
อาเชื่อผม
Oh, I feel like Porsche's a very like happy-go-lucky, positive, optimistic kind of fella. What the fuck is going on? Oh, so he's gonna fight for money. Okay. Do you know what? It's so strange. I can't decide if I like the fight sequences or not. I feel like sometimes there's some really amazing cinematography, like, and I'm like, oh, I really like the way this looks. Not just with the fights, just with the show in general. But then, like now, I think it looks really naff, and I can't quite figure out if it's the choreography of the fight or if it's just the way the scene's been set up, the way the set's been dressed. Like, I feel like it could do with more people there, like more people around, like cheering them on and stuff. I feel like it looks like a high budget show. Like, it doesn't look like they're working with a low budget. So I feel like you know, they could have probably got some more extras maybe that would have helped fill out the scene a bit. Sorry guys, I know I keep messing with my hair, but it just looks like a bag of shit on my head. There's just something that's not quite working, it just looks a bit naff, and I think it might maybe just be the combination of the fight choreography is not very good in this scene, and the way the set's been done. I don't know. I'm not a fan. Ooh, that was cool. See, this is what I mean. It looks naff, and then they have a really cool shot like that. Why can't it all be like that?
ไม่ยืนนับผิดปะเนี่ยเฮ้ยก็เองนี่เป็นนกมันนี่ว่าค่าจอดที่ไหนมาจ่ายวะ
ยืนก็ลงไปโดนต่อยเองดิ
เฮ้ยเอาหน้าเดี๋ยวเดือนหน้าเฮียขอขึ้นค่าตัวให้นะ
เฮ้ย
นาฬิกาขายได้ตั้ง700,000
บ้าอย่ามาอำนะอา
700,000จริง
อย่างนี้เราก็ได้บ้านเธอดิ
ๆแถมยังมีเงินเหลือไปจ่ายค่าเทอมให้เช่ด้วย
Oh, okay, so I thought the way it was going to go was that they weren't going to have the money and then that's how he becomes Kin's bodyguard, but
เบียร์มาดิอย่างนี้ต้องฉลอง
Interesting. It's kind of like they built up a kind of a stake, I guess, which was them losing the house, you know, Porsche kind of not being able to provide for his family. And now they've taken that stake away. So I'm a bit confused of how it's going to progress. But we'll keep going. I'm enjoying it.
ท่านครับแผลที่แขนบิ๊กมันหนักกว่าที่คิดน่าจะต้องพักเป็นเดือน
I thought that was Kin for a second. I was like, why the fuck? Oh, there he is. I was like, why the fuck is he making pottery?
ดีนะที่พวกมันน่ะไม่เอาแกถึงตาย
เจอไอ้จอมหรือยัง
กำลังเร่งหาตัวอยู่ครับ
ไม่ว่ามันเป็นใคร เอาตัวมันมาให้ไวที่สุดเยอะ
ใครมาไอ้ใช่มึงปอกกู
ขี้ผมขี้อยู่เนี่ย
ไม่มีอะไร
What the fuck? What was that little noise?
ปอกกู
ขี้ผมขี้อยู่เนี่ย
It's like a bird. Like that was odd. Yeah, that was so out of pocket. Not quite sure why that's there. That little bit. It's yeah. Weird. Okay.
อุ้ยน่ารักจังเลย
So I feel like this is very tense and it's building up a lot of tension. So with the scene with Che taking a shit was so unnecessary and it kind of, I get that they're trying to be funny, but it just kind of took away from the tension that they've been building and that's a shame.
ทำไม ไปหาที่เงียบๆคุยกันดีไหม
ผมไม่ไป
น่าเสียดายจังเลยว่ะ ถ้าร้านสวยๆพอดพัชระอายุ 23 ปี
He's 23?
ระดับทีมชาติจอม
I'm 23.
เป็นเด็ก
They look like,
เดี๋ยวต้องเป็นเสาหลักให้
they don't look like 23-year-olds I know.
บอยแกมาให้กูดิมาเป็นบอดี้การ์ดให้กู
Feels quite robotic. Like the fight sequences feel choreographed, which I know they are, but they shouldn't feel like that. Like it should still appear like a natural fight. I mean, I'm not going to talk as if I know about stunt choreography because I don't, but I have watched a fair few films and TV series in my time, and I've seen a lot better fighting sequences. So I'm a little bit, yeah, the first one was okay, except for that one moment I spoke about. But the other two in this episode have been pretty meh. I mean, does he need a bodyguard? He seems pretty able on his own. Oh. Oh dear.
มึงจะมาเป็นบริการให้กูถ้าต้องเป็นบริการให้มึงเนี่ยกูยอมตายดีกว่าโว้ย
Where did he go? Did he drown?
ผมเคลียร์นี่ให้หมดแล้วไง เข้าใจเลยผิดเปล่า
ขอโทษเลยเว้ย ไอ้เงินที่มึงฝากมาใช้หนี้พวกกูอะมันมาไม่ถึงวะ
Oh.
เฮ้ยนักลงทุนของมึงเนี่ยเอาเงินมาลงทุนในบอลกูแต่มันคงลืมเลยว่าคือการลงทุนมีความเสี่ยงมันถึงยังเป็นหนี้กูอยู่2 ล้านไม่จริงใช่ไหมบอกเขาไปดิว่ามันไม่จริงใครๆก็รู้
Okay, so I do see why now. Whoops, that earlier on they, you know, built up those stakes of them not having enough money to pay the rent and stuff, and then they got rid of the stakes. It was almost like a false win, a false sense of security, and now obviously they don't have the money again, and obviously that's what's going to make him go and join Kin as his bodyguard. So I like that.
ได้กูให้มึง1 วันแต่ถ้าพรุ่งนี้มึงไม่เอาเงินมาคืนกูพวกมึงเตรียมตัวไปนอนเป็นศพได้ที่ข้างแถวนี้เลยขอโทษนะเป็นพอเขาใจเย็นๆแล้วพอพูดกับอาดีๆได้ไหมก็พออย่างนี้
Talk to him nicely. I wouldn't be nice. Fuck him, honestly.
ไป
I like how they're focusing on their relationship for the time being, because I feel like that's going to be the setup for the rest of Porsche's kind of like motivations and stuff is going to be a lot to do with his brother. So I like that they're setting that up.
อยู่ด้วยกันแล้วพอเราเก็บตังค์ได้มาแล้วเราก็ไปเปิดร้านเหล้าเล็กๆริมทะเลแต่ที่เฮียฝันไงเฮียก็คอยชงเหล้าไปส่วนผมก็จะเล่นดนตรีสดเอง
Oh, I hope that's how it ends. The whole series ends with them moving to the beach and opening a bar and stuff with Kin, obviously,
อยากให้ไป
because
เรียนเนี่ยเพราะว่าฝีมือขนาด
they're
นี้
obviously going to fall in love. So
เล่นไปลูกค้าไม่งหนีหมด
พูดอะไรแล้วเนี่ย
they're so sweet. Bless them.
รักพี่เฮียนะรักมากเลย
Is his little brother gonna die? That's just occurred to me. They're really pushing this like relationship between the two of them and how much Che clearly means to Porsche, and I'm like, oh my god, are they gonna kill Che? And then they better fucking not, because that's just awful.
เช่กูมีข่าวดีจะบอกเว้ยเจ๊หยกเขามีเพื่อนใจบุญช่วยล้างหนี้ให้เราแถมเขาส่งมึงเรียนจนจบด้วยนะเว้ยแต่แค่ต้องแลกกับการที่กูไปดูแลร้านเหล้าให้เขาในกอดส่วนตัวว่ะแต่เสียดายที่นี่ไม่มีสัญญาณโทรศัพท์ไม่มีอินเทอร์เน็ตไม่งั้นกูถ่ายรูปส่งให้มึงดูทุกวันเลยเว้ยรักมึงนะเช่พอชอย่าลืมไม่สัญญากันไว้
มึงก็อย่าลืมว่าตอนเนี้ยชีวิตมึงเป็นของกูละ
ชีวิตกูเป็นของกูมึงไม่มีสิทธิ์พูดแบบนั้นกับคุณคิมทำไมพูดไม่ได้มึงเป็นเทวดาเฮ้ย what's your mouth มึงยังไม่
Watch your mouth. He's Australian.
ในที่สุดตัวหมากกระดานนี้ก็ครบสักทีเริ่มเล่นได้
วันนี้เป็นงานเลี้ยงเปิดตัวสินค้า
Okay, so that's cool. Hold on, let me just, I want to look and see what, because obviously he's referring, the pieces on the chessboard he's referring to as the bodyguards and everything, and that Porsche is the last piece. What piece has he put down?
กระดานนี้
What piece is that? Why, I don't know why I'm acting as if I know chess, because I absolutely don't. But what piece is that? Or is that the queen? No, that's not the queen. What piece is that? Are these chess pieces different because this is Thai? Okay, I don't know, guys. I was going to try and be like really analytical and be like, depending on what piece he's referring to Porsche as, could like tell us a bit about the rest of the story and like the part he's going to play, but I genuinely can't find what piece that is online. And I don't play chess, I don't fucking know. Do you know what? Overall, I really enjoyed it. I think it's a interesting concept. I really like the characters. I like the introduction of the characters. I like the fact that the structure of this first episode is very much, we still have the inciting incident. We almost have the break into two because Porsche has to make that decision of what he wants to do. But mainly we have like a setup for the rest of the series. Like we have the setup of the relationships between Porsche and his brother and their kind of situation. So what drives Porsche into doing what he's doing, and I'm assuming what's going to be his like emotional drive throughout the whole series. So I really like that it's taken time to set that all up. But not in like a boring, slow way because they've had the action. Although that probably is my main critique, is that I don't particularly like the way the action's choreographed. The first fight was probably the best one out of the three, but it still felt a bit odd at times. And yeah, I think I said while I was watching that it's weird because there's kind of moments where it's shot really beautifully and it looks great, but then there's all of a sudden a shot that's like a bit crap. So that's weird, but that might just be like the style of Thai dramas. Like I've never watched a Thai drama in my life, so maybe this is like standard kind of style for that, for them, and yeah, that's cool. I'm not gonna like shit on it. And it's not like that big of a deal, like it's not ruining the experience for me. I'm still enjoying it. I do want to watch more. Obviously I'll see how this video goes. I'll see if you know, people enjoy it and if people want me to react to more of it. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the show. I think next week will be a reaction to At a Distance, Spring is Green episode 2, and then after that probably another The Glory reaction. So yeah, let me know if you want more KINNPORSCHE. I don't have to do any more, it's fine. You know, I can just watch it in private, it's cool. But yeah, let me know, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try and sort out my hair before work because I don't think I can go to work looking like this. Like, I love having a mullet, but sometimes it just looks absolutely dreadful. I mean, what is going on? Okay, bye.